Okay, I think we're live now. Yay! Let me turn the audio down just a wee bit so you can hear me better. Hello, everyone. Because we all know that my mic likes to sabotage me. Oh my gosh. I'm literally flying in by the seat of my pants. Had a family dinner, and the only time I had... Is it really loud? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's try that. And let's try to turn me up just a little bit. Okay, let's see if that will work for our purposes. So yes, okay. I'm doing it live. I tested nothing, just making sure that everything is connected. And so far, not bad. Okay, well, the music I think is coming back and forth just a little bit, so. Because it's a saxophone, and it was being really loud there for a second. Okay. Because I can still hear the music. So, okay. We'll see if we can leave it here for a second, so. Oh my gosh. Okay, well. Welcome all. This is Wildly Tarot. I'm still in Painscreek. I took notes last time. Have misplaced my pencil since then, wherever it may be, but maybe we'll just be able to go off my notes from last time, because we did lots and lots of good things, and we still have some places that have been undiscovered as of yet. So I'm very excited for tonight's edition to potentially what we'll be able to find in Painscreek, especially using tarot, which has been my mode of helping me figure out what's going on in Painscreek. It has been my constant companion in spots when I've been lost and then found, thankfully, due to tarot. So, oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna catch my breath. I'm just gonna chit chat for just half a second to let people come on in, to allow for just the vibes to settle. Because again, I'm a little bit frazzled because I was running. I've got some tea here. I've got some tarot. What more could we need other than a nice cozy game? So yes, hopefully everyone's having a good week so far and that they're getting ready for the weekend. So far this week, I have been trying to knit a tank top with some leftover yarn that I've had kind of lying around. It's really nice. It's really fancy yarn. I spent quite a lot because it was like an indie yarn supplier. And I decided to rip up the tank top that I was working on. Not rip up. And knitting, like ripping stitches back just means like you're undoing stitches. You're not like actually like tearing things apart and ruining the garment. I should specify that. So I basically took back all of the yarn to start a different tank top because the directions were written so strangely when I got to a certain part to create like armholes, and it wasn't very clear. So hence me starting over. Hopefully I have enough yarn for this second tank top I'll be starting, but we'll see. Knitting is something I enjoy doing with my hands while I'm in meetings, because I used to take notes, but now I kind of know stuff that where I'm in certain meetings, so I just sit there and knit. Oh gosh. So yes, that was kind of my bummer of the day, is to rip out a project I've been working on for probably about a week and starting over, but such is life. What else is new? Okay. Let me, there's a card. It flew out. Okay. We did not see the card, so therefore it does not count. That's how I do cards. If they are like flyaway cards as I'm shuffling, I don't consider them like special messages or anything like significant, unless maybe it's face up, and then maybe I'll consider. But for the most part, I just think flyaway cards, especially when they land face down, are just more of me being clumsy, because guess what? I am clumsy. So, we're going to start with the card of the day. For those who are new to the stream, I'm Eddie, and I am the host of Wily Tarot Podcast. I do podcasts about deck reviews. The deck review I kind of did a little bit differently than usual this past week was the United States of Tarot, which is a very interesting deck. I still have it here because I haven't put it away since reviewing it. But it's basically a deck that has people from the first Trump administration on it, historical figures, etc. And it's a bit wacky, like Stephen Miller here in the card for the Three of Swords. So, and then at the Emperor, like, let's see, Bernie is the Hermit. You know, so there's lots of different cards. Hillary Clinton's in this. It's just a pish posh, a mishmash, if you will, of people in the current administration and past administration. So I did a review of that card by card. Usually I do not go card by card, but this deck is a little bit different. And you can watch the video edition of that podcast episode on Patreon. And the audio edition is for free on wherever you can find wherever you get your apps. Wherever you get your podcast. You know, Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcast. So yeah. So if you're interested in all things tarot, I am your NB. So let's pull a card for today's mystery, for today's game. I feel in my bones that we're near the end. Not maybe necessarily like the end tonight, but maybe, depending on how things go today, maybe our stream on Saturday. So yeah, I'm here Thursday evenings from 6 to 8. Right? No, 7 to 8? 7 to 9. What am I doing? I was in a rush here. And then on Saturday is 6 to 8. So, and maybe a little bit after, depending on how the cards flow. So, let's pick a card. And let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Card of the day is the King of Cups. I love a good King of Cups. I love a good mature person who is even killed emotionally, who doesn't waver with the storms, who is, despite the storms going on around them, they are cool, calm, and collected. So, that's how we're going to be tonight. That's the energy we're going to come into play here. Cool, calm, and collected. No matter what happens with this mystery, with Painscreek killings, we are going to do it. So, okay. So let me go ahead and we're gonna try this whole thing with Painscreek tonight. What I'm gonna do, I decided, is that I'm gonna find the murder board, and that's how we're gonna introduce people that may or may not remember what happened in previous episodes of Painscreek killings. So that way, everyone can be on the same page, because guess what? We have a murder board. I love that we have a murder board, and thankfully it's a murder board that the game gave us. So it's something that's going to be relevant to everything. So we're going to go ahead and go there. Everything should be okay. Hopefully. There we go. Okay. The piano is going to be soft, but what are they called? The sound effects may be a little bit louder. I'm wearing my Astarian shirt tonight for good luck, because we need a vampire's good luck to get us through this. So, let us see. We're going to get started here, making sure that my windows are appropriately here so I can keep it. I am a chat. Say hello to new people who come in. If you're lurking, welcome. You do not feel like you have to talk or you have to stay. I am like a person who's like, come and go as you need, as you want. Okay. So this was, I believe, the house. Let us go. Let us go to Scott's cabin for our review of last episode of Painscreek killings. I swear that I know this town almost better than I know my own hometown, which is bizarre. Okay, so as you can tell, this is a town where no one lives. I'm not sure if it's because of the murders. There's been quite a few, with potentially a lot of different suspects for those murders. But yes, there's nobody in town except for me currently, and I've been asked to come back and help solve this mystery before they close the town down. Okay, let's see. Let's go. This is Scott's cabin. Scott is one of the murder suspects who later passed away. Okay, I'm working with my desk. There we go. Okay. This is Scott's cabin. From our last episode, I believe the last one, we found that there was a secret door back here. And in this area, we have the murder closet. Okay, so to review, Scott was the suspected murderer of this woman named Vivian. Vivian was the vice president of a coal mining company. Wait, please hold. I need to turn off this electricity. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do that. There we go. Whew. Vivian was the vice president of a coal mining company. Also the mayor's wife. This is Charles, her husband. And Charles's mother, Magdalene. Why did I read that wrong? So Vivian had a child around the same time that Charles had an affair with one of his maids. Her name was Sophia. And the birth then happened of Scott. So Scott and Trisha is the daughter of Charles and Vivian, ended up falling in love as teenagers. So Vivian knew that Scott, who had been adopted at that point by Father Matthew here, was the half-child of Charles and the half-sibling of Trisha. There's also to be suspect that Magdalene was lightly murdered by Vivian, or that she was the one who ordered it from Dr. Johnson. It says he killed Magdalene, but it was them conspiring together, in my opinion. Okay? Father Calvin is now passed, so he was not involved, but he did rescue Scott specifically. Bernard is the butler. He is a current suspect of murdering Vivian. He had lots of weapons in his home. He was a ex-military person, it looked like. He also had missing weapons as well. So that was potentially, it could potentially be him. As of yet, there's no motive for it. He just worked for them for a long time. The person who Vivian hired, to hide Sophia's body, because Sophia allegedly jumped off a roof into a well from the hospital, but that wasn't the case, was Andrew. Andrew has lots and lots of guilt about being involved in whatever scheme is going on here with Vivian and the doctor, and then Scott's mother, Sophia's death. Wanda is an interesting person. She was a maid at Vivian's home, and she really hated Sophia. She also really hated Vivian for whatever reason. We're not quite sure. She does have a drawer in which we now have a hammer in our possession to be able to open said drawer. So that's interesting. Derek here was also in love with Trisha, and it's my suspicion that he's also one of the people that helped frame Scott for the murder of Vivian. I hope everyone's following along, because we're almost done with our murder board here. Dorothy, she's a kind heart, kind soul. She loved Trisha, cherished Trisha entirely. She also was really kind to Scott, and she also took care of Scott's mom whenever she was, pregnant, in labor, etc. So it can't be Dorothy. So these are all kind of the key players involved here, except we don't have Scott's picture. Scott, so current dead people is Trisha has passed away. We don't know under what circumstances. Vivian, of course, she's the one whose murder sort of triggered everything. Dr. Johnson his car was mysteriously found like 17 days after he had disappeared in a lake somewhere, question mark. And Andrew was set alight, under suspicious circumstances, in my opinion, because he was sitting down on a couch, and the police report, if I remember correctly, the police report was all, oh yeah, the flames caught fire with the alcohol bottles at his feet. And I'm like, I don't buy that. So, anyway, so that's kind of the gist of what's going on. Welcome. I know that took a while. Oh, this is Sophia, Scott's mother. And that's Scott. Why was she killed? I mean, well, okay. So, let me look at our inventory, see what we have. So, we have a hammer. That's probably for Wanda's drawer. We have a briefcase key, which there was a detective that was hired who disappeared like a week or two after he came to town because he was hired to investigate things, but he disappeared mysteriously. Looks like a room with a key with some initials tagged to it found in the hospital morgue. B.H. Is this does Bernard? Let me look at my photos. Let me see. What's Bernard's last name? Oh, Bernard Hopkins. Okay, so that's probably has something to do with Bernard himself. And then we have this locket that we're pretty sure was Sophia's locket because it was found at the bottom of a well, and that's where Scott found the bones of his mother, was at the bottom of this well. So, and it also has this code etched into it, and I believe did we put that code? I think we did last time. Where am I going? We placed that code. Oh, this room creeps me out. Okay. We placed that code into a bird log box thing, maybe, is what we did. Or we were thinking about doing it. Everything's a little bit hazy from the last game because it's been a few days and I've got to get my wits about me. We also found the tunneling system under town for the sewers. And, let's see. Okay, bird cage. What are we doing? What was here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Look at these numbers. Like, what was the numbers? The numbers were 0526. 0526. Okay. 0526. No, it doesn't work. Okay. We may have tried that last time and I just didn't remember. Okay. But at least we have that. And we tried that. Okay. So, let us see. Okay. Let's look at our inventory again. So we have potentially something at Bernard? Yes, his house. The briefcase key, and the hammer. I'm inclined to do the briefcase key just because it's close. And I'm lazy. And it'd be nice to get like an easy win first thing. So we're going to go to the hotel. And, wait, this is the hotel, right? Yeah, there it is. The hotel. And go upstairs and look at the briefcase stuff and see what's going on. So I do have my notes from last time. Oh, I hate this hotel. The music at this hotel creeps me the crap out. Okay. And I have my giant Arizona iced tea. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Okay. Okay, I gotta crouch. Oh, I can't crouch. Let's see if I can get that unlock. There we go. Inventory. Briefcase key. I'm always... There's not really been, thankfully, any jump scares in this game. It's been pretty cozy, pretty more on the mystery side of things than the, like, scary side. But we have had one view of the ghost. But that was pretty early on. So, okay, let's see what's in here. Autopsy report of Andrew Reed. So this is the guy who was burninated in his apartment. Okay. Autopsy report. I performed the autopsy. 3rd-degree burns, pneumothorax. Andrew Reed. 44-year-old white male with burns found at home, pronounced dead at the scene. 3rd-degree burns found across body, completely charred over the head, face, and neck and hands. Heavily charred across the front and back of the body, legs, and feet. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or a small knife. Pneumothorax is possible cause of death, but body's too burnt to confirm. So, it was suspicious. He was probably killed before, and they tried to set the place on fire to cover up things. Oh, Henry Johnson. So this is the doctor, the doctor who was drowned. The cause of death looks like exsanguation, I think is how you pronounce that word. 61-year-old white male pulled out of a car submerged in lake. Victim's lungs do not contain water, which shows that he did not die by drowning. Due to prolonged submerging of the body in water, the estimated time of death might not be accurate. Estimated time of death is between 12 to 16 days. Top right side of the skull, leaning towards the front and above the right eye, has a wide crack, usually caused by sharp object and strong force. Front torso, face, and neck portion of forearms suffer numerous lacerations, so defensive wounds. Victim most likely succumbed to blood loss before being placed in water. Okay. Vivian. Okay, so this is how Vivian passed. Exsanguation. 55-year-old white female found lying in mansion gates, pronounced dead at the scene. 12 centimeter wide and 7 centimeter deep crack found on the right side of the head. Impact caused by strong force with sharp object. Lacerations on front of torso and back sides of both forearms. Victim died from blood loss. Okay, so we have the autopsies. Okay. Okay! Darts. Darts. Is this Bernard's dartboard? That's probably Bernard's dartboard. Okay. Okay. We're gonna put that down. Read. The code for Charles's safe is in the gallery and is Vincent's birthday. So Vincent is Scott. Vincent is the original name of Scott before they gave him up for adoption. How could I not have thought about that? Call sheriff, check his file. Okay, so this must be the file for the thing for the filing cabinet. Okay, this could be loud. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's done. We're good. Okay, so 7741 is the code for the filing cabinet in the sheriff's office. Excellent. And then Scott's birthday. How do I know Scott's birthday? I'm sure I know Scott's birthday from something. Okay, so that's closed. Okay. Maybe... Okay, we're gonna go... Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Nope, wrong way. We're gonna get out of here. And then ask Tara what to do next. Because we have lots of options. I'll go over our options. We have... Looking at our inventory. We have Bernard's house. Okay? We have Wanda's house. We have the filing cabinet. What is it? The filing cabinet in the sheriff's office. We also have to find Vincent's birthday, aka Scott's birthday. And I'm not... Oh, maybe that's in the cemetery too? Because that's where we also found the birthday for Calvin. The Father Calvin. Because we needed his date of birth for one of the chests to unlock. So, those are our options. I'm not quite exactly sure what this locket could go to, potentially, because there's just like a number of things. There's lots of four-coded... Let's see. Other four-coded spots. Let's see. 4-digit code in parish office briefcase key. Let's see. So maybe that's a code in the parish office. There's a 6-digit code. And there's a 5-digit code in the mansion house. Yeah. There's just lots of 4-digit codes. Let me make sure. Sophia's necklace. Annie's courtyard bridge. Post office. Oh yeah, there was a sign about like them leaving clues on a bridge and at the wall of the post office. So we have that as well. So we're going to pull some cards. We have lots and lots of options on where to go to next. And we're just going to ask Tarot because I don't want to have to make a decision. So we're going to see. We're going to have lots of cards come at us. Lead us where to go next because we have lots and lots of options. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, supers are an option because we didn't go down there. Okay. So I have 2 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands is like putting a plan together, starting to put pen to paper, writing things down. And the 5 of Wands is a card of conflict where lots of, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, it looks like a bunch of idiots trying to build a tent. And that's kind of like the feeling with the 5 of Wands. It's like a clusterfuck of energy and, you know, there's some fighting, there's some unsurety of what's going on. So let's see. That could be a clusterfuck of energy. I mean, to be honest, was Bernard's house with the darts. That we were spending, I don't know how much time trying to get that. And also the wands do have affinity in this game for us with the darts. Because, oh my gosh. Are there 5 darts on this dartboard? Where's that picture? I need to take a picture of that picture. Oh, we got to go back in. We didn't get a picture of the picture. Oh no. Okay, we're going to go back in. Because if there's 5 fucking wands, it's just the 8 of wands all over again. I'll explain when I come down. Let me see. I may have had an epiphany. Let's go. Okay. Come here, picture. There are 5. Okay, so this is something in this game with tarot. Please hold while I take a picture. Let me zoom in. So, probably like the third or fourth time I was playing this game, we were in this hotel, and we were told via the upstairs room that to look for a corner in this area to find a secret door. I promise you, I touched every corner in this area. I was touching, lots of touching corners, trying to find the secret button to get the secret door to pop open. Nothing was happening. I was like, what the heck? So, pulled a tarot card. It happened to be the 8 of Wands. Follow me, chat. Okay? So over here, this red dart here is on the 8. Okay? We were like, okay, that's interesting. That's the only kind of thing that's 8 in this whole place is 8. So then I come back here, don't have no idea what that means. Crouching down, we're like, okay, there's only one red dart here. Where does it point? It points over here, and we found the door. So I think this is for us. This is a signal for us to go to Bernard's place because 5 of Wands. It fits because there's 5 stupid darts on that picture, and the wands in this game have already somehow weirdly meant that they're supposed to be darts. Anyway, so now we need to get to Bernard's house. Where's his house? Okay, 31 Silver Lake. Okay, let me find Silver Lake again. Let's see. Clover, Town Center. I think Silver Lake's down here, maybe? Silver Lake. Okay. 31 Silver Lake, I think. No, it's this way. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Nope, I think it's on the inside. No? Yes. No, 31. Because I don't remember it being near the church like this. Okay, we're going to go this way then. Also, the numbering in this town is odd, I should say. So it's been a trial to find some things sometimes. 31, 15. Okay, we're going at least the right direction. 19, 18. I want to say it's in that back alleyway. I think that's where it was. Because it wasn't on any kind of main road. 28. Yeah, I'm right. I think it's here. Yes, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. So, if I remember correctly, we have to do math. Which is my demise every single time. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have a key that says BH. And we also have a puzzle that we can now complete because we have every dart that's in the picture that we need to do for math. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find a pen so I can do all this by myself. Maybe not. Okay, I just have knitting needles. Oh my gosh, I've gone the wrong direction. Okay. So I don't remember a thing being locked with a key though. Like, I don't know if was it a cabinet maybe? Like the murder cabinet? See, that's locked. That's examined. It's a knife missing. Examine. It's a dirty cabinet. See, an axe. I can't take an axe for my own protection though. I think that's a travesty. Okay, military badges. Clocks. Weirdly, I didn't know that Vivian wrote a biography about herself, but apparently she did. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, maybe the lock thing is up in the office, but I don't really honestly remember anything locked in here except for that office. Oh, is it this door maybe? That's why I want to remember it, because it was literally something. Okay, use. Okay, gosh. I'm not ready for math yet, so we're gonna just divert our attention. I'm gonna close that door just in case spooky things happen. Okay. Also, this town is the most journaling town I've ever known in my entire life. Everyone kept a journal. Day 1. The hospital gave you these pills. They're supposed to help fight depression. Day 2. I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3. The dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work, not a big problem. Day 5. It's my day off. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. Day 8. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took the double dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. What? Day 11. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Wait, what guy? Okay, day 12. Now I know that my dizziness comes from those pills. Day 20. The pills. They don't seem to work anymore. It doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet. So Vivian was having her own hanky-panky affair, and we don't have a date for any of this. Okay. Day 23, I stopped taking the medication. Okay, is this Bernard, or did Bernard take this from Andrew? Because Andrew himself was report extensively in the hospital for psychiatric issues. Oh my gosh, I don't like this music. It's creepy. Okay. Okay, there's notoriously been nothing in the bathroom, but we shall look. Except for a dirty bathtub. Why is that? Hello, why are you open? That's the first time something's ever been open. That's creepy. Okay, nothing. Okay, let's see. Is that all we're supposed to find in Bernard's room? Is there nothing on the bed? Is there nothing beside the bed? Is this journal all we were able to find, really? See if there's anything under the bed, kind of. Oh, I opened that door, didn't I? Yes. Okay, well. Okay, I guess we have to math. Okay. So there's the dots. There's the dots. Okay, we are talking here. So the picture of the darts is 20 plus 18. Oh gosh, okay. Oh gosh, okay. Here, let's get a calculator. Okay. We have 20 plus 18 plus... No, wait. I'm doing this wrong. I'm already doing this wrong. Because... What was it? Oh, dang it. There was something about... There it is. Oh, it's the CO's apartment code. Do we know who Aunt Cecilia is? Okay, subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Okay. What is a bullseye worth? Did we ever figure that out? I feel like somebody else had the authority on that. How many points is a bullseye in darts? I feel like it's something like 25. 25 points. Yes. And 50 points for the inner red circle. Okay, so this is inner red circle, so it's 50. Okay. So, again, calculator. So, red points are 50 plus 20 plus 2 equals 72. 72 minus, right? Ooh, that creeped me out. Please close again. I'm trying to do math. Okay. 25. Right? 18, 25, 20. Right. 25, 20. The other one was 18. Making sure. Yes. Minus 2 and 7. Okay. This is why you should never ask me how to do anything. 5 plus 20 plus 18 minus 9 equals... What? But that's not... That's... I don't think it's 54. No. Maybe it's 54, 0, 0. No. Okay, let's look at the wording of this puzzle yet again. Subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Okay. Let us see. Let's see. Dart points. I have to research this. Surely someone has made a helpful... Here we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. I've found... Do not fear, I found a dart. Okay, so this red one up here is worth 60. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, notepad. This is, of course, would be the one time that I absolutely need a pen. So this red one at the top is 60. This one in the dead center is 50. Oh, that's why. Ah. Okay. Let's see. 2 and 7. Okay, so those, the yellow ones are true points. So 2 and 7. So, oh gosh, why do I keep doing that to myself? Because I keep freaking myself out every time the door opens on its own. Okay. And then this 18 one is in the top red section. So that is 36 points. Okay. And the wording was, okay, oop, oop, oop. And then the other dart worth is 7 and 2. Okay, let's go look at the wording of this puzzle one more time. Subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. Okay, so let's get the total of the red darts first. We have 60, 50, and 36. $60, $50, $146. Right. And then subtract the yellow dart's points from, so would it be subtracting their points together, or subtracting 9 points essentially, or subtracting 72 points? Because are they thinking the point value? I guess we'll try both. We have time for both. So let's subtract, not minus 9, 137. So let's try 1370. Let's try that. Okay, 1370. Okay, please let me out. 1, 3, 7. No. Okay. Well, then let's subtract 72 from 146. I feel like I'm going mad. Okay. So 146 minus 72 equals 74. So we'll try 0074 first. No. Okay, let's try 7400 then. Am I going to be stuck here forever? Okay. Gosh, what do you want from me, puzzle? I feel like I've done everything correctly. Try the yellow dart's points. So maybe 9 minus, and get a negative number? Is that what they want? Okay. We'll try. I mean, I don't know what. Okay. 9 minus 146 equals, yeah, 0137. Did I try 0137? Okay, well, I don't remember if I did or not. 01. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. This puzzle better be worth it. Because there have been past puzzles where we did so much and yet we did not get a lot in return. So far, the best room that we've gotten lots of clues from has been Scott's dungeon. So, not dungeon, but you know what I mean. Okay, there's a key. Looks like a desk key. There's a lot. Oh no, come back. There's lots of desks that need keys. Okay, so this is Bernard's journal. July 21st, 1995. When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? July... Oh, sorry. Gosh, my southern accent came out flying out of my mouth. July 23rd, 1995. Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming or calling in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trisha's crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. I wish I could be of any help. July 27th, 1995. Scott was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought of that. I could never, ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me so mad. I feel confused. September 29th, 1995, so a couple months later. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. Her condition has been getting worse over the past few weeks, and no one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. Also, no one in this whole entire dang town, even though they all knew, like literally everybody knew Scott and Trisha were half siblings, no one told them. Like, I don't know why they try to keep the secret of the dad. Like, why are you doing that? It was so wild to me. October 27th, 1995. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott's been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott should have been released at all, despite the insufficient evidence. He killed Vivian. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. November 1st, 1995. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian. A key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. November 4th, 1995. Vivian's death has caused a lot of grief for everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did. Oh, okay. So I think Bernard, I guess, is what they're, I don't think Bernard took Charles out of pity. I think that Bernard, of course, by the wording of this, took Scott out. Okay. Some stationery and a key. So this key must be Vivian's? Okay, is there any other stationery? No. Okay. So this key must be Vivian's. A key to Vivian in Vivian's house. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Whew. We are done with Bernard's place. We hope. We hope. Because goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, Bernard. You had a hard-ass puzzle. Okay, let's go out to the main area. And let's see. So Vivian's and their house is up that direction. The town center's down there. Where we can go to the sheriff's office. The hospital... No, the mansion's up that way. The hospital is, I think, that way. Something like that. So, let's ask Latero what we should do next. Because tonight, I don't want to make decisions. I just want to exist on vibes. We did a good thing with, I think, those darts. Hopefully, number ones come back. Because good gracious. I don't think I can do any more darts after all that. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we have a 3 of Pentacles. And again, a 2 of Wands. Okay, so I think that 2 of Wands is like, okay, you have something in your possession to go after. You can plan to do this. We've been planning to do this. That sort of thing. 3 of Pentacles is a, like a teamwork kind of card. Usually 3 individuals are depicted kind of planning architecture stuff on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. This is the, This Might Hurt Tarot, which is like a modernized Rider-Waite-Smith version. Like I believe they call them like a clone. It's just basically like very inclusive, has lots of great body diversity, has people diversity, and it's like my favorite deck to read for other folks. So we have a 3 of Pentacles and a 2 of Wands. So I think this thing that we need to do is already in our possession. Let's look at our items. So, let's see. So I'm pretty sure it's not the locket. I don't know if it's the hammer from Wanda. I mean, even though Wand is in the name of Wanda. The 3 of Pentacles I think is interesting because to me that feels like 3 individuals, the mansion where Charles and Vivian and Trisha lived. To me, that's what that indicates. I know that at the mansion we have like Vincent's, quote unquote, Vincent's birthday to find. Let me see. What was that photo of? Okay. The code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. So we have that, potentially. I'm trying to remember how we... Let's see, journal. How did we find Scott's birthday? Do we know Scott's birthday just because of things? When was he born? Let's see if we have any documents. Murder case report, sheriff's location letter, Daniel. Hiring mansion worker list. Okay, I don't think we have Scott here, maybe. Mary, nope. Okay, there's no Scott there. Okay, let's go to... Let's see. I think the mansion... Nope, that's not the mansion. The mansion is one more up. I think... Maybe? Oh, no. The mansion's this one. I guess the hospital's one more road down. Okay. Oh, yeah, because I think to the left here was the sewers, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's the sewers down there, sewer entrance. So let's go into the mansion, see if we can find a quote-unquote desk key or key that needs a desk that needs a key. Because this mansion is like a wealth of information and knowledge. So when it comes to all things. Hello, hello, yes, lurk away. Do whatever you need to in the background. We are just here. We found some keys. We found a bunch of keys. We finally solved Bernard's puzzle. The dart puzzle. And Taro helped us solve it. We got, we had the 8 of Wands first for that other thing. And then for the 5 of Wands, it was like, oh, that's the dart thing. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't think we have any more keys in here to do. And this was like a desk key that we found at Bernard's. Let's see. Is it a key in... it's Vivian's key. So I'm sure it has to do with her. Yes, keys are absolutely always delightful. So I really don't mind finding keys. There's just so many things to put a key into. That's the problem. Okay, and their bedroom is downstairs, so I may just go in there because their bedroom was in one of the corners of something or another. So, okay, not there. We already went to that garage area. Okay, so that's the gallery there. This is their bedroom. I don't remember there being necessarily like anything with a key. This door? Nope, I can't. I don't think I can unlock it. Can I? No. Okay. Okay, no. No, okay. Nope, okay. Is there a door with a key? Okay, that goes upstairs. We're not going to do that yet. Okay, so here's the gallery where we need Vincent's birthday for this. I don't think it's the birth year, though, because I remember him being born in, like, 70... Like, the 1970s sometime, I think. I'm pretty sure. But, okay, let's see. Where else would this key go to? That would be like a... Maybe Vivian's desk upstairs? I don't think so. Okay, this is the security room, making sure. Okay. Okay, this is like Vivian's precious tea room. And this is her desk. But I don't remember there being like a... Okay, maybe can I unlock this? Okay, there we go. I didn't realize I could unlock that. Hey. Okay, diary. Read. January 12th, 1995. Although we live in the same house, Charles and I hardly speak to each other. I know that he's been feeling guilty since his affair. His affair was literally like 20 years ago. It's high time that I forgive him out loud. Next, I need to work things out with Trisha. I've been objecting her relationship with Scott for quite some time. In doing so, Trisha has been avoiding me. I haven't been a good mother, but I want to be there whenever she needs me from now. I just want things to go back the way they were. They were never normal, Vivian. Okay. July 12th, 1995. The agency has arranged for a new guy to help me. His name is Owen Smith. Quite a young man for what he's accomplished. During our meeting, Owen asked me many things as if he was interviewing me. The brief introduction turned out to be hours long. However, by the end of it, he said he has everything he needed and will get things moving right away. I have a good feeling about him. Am I aware of Owen Smith? That kind of sounds familiar. Owen called to meet with me today. He had papers ready for me to sign. He said that the location of the exhibition has been approved. All we need is the down payment. That's great. I signed the papers almost immediately. After that, I informed our accountant, Helen, to transfer the money from the Roberts Relief Fund since the hospital won't be needing it for a while. So she's embezzling her own money and probably blaming it on the doctor. See, I'm telling you, when she threw her workers out for the sake of a buck and didn't pay for their medical bills or compensate their family out of her own pocket, she was a horrible person. So, Owen's been a great help since we brought up the idea of an art gallery for the public. I'm not sure if things could have gone so quickly if it had been some other agent. I owe him that much. June 7th, 1995. 17th. The art gallery will open in 3 months. I'm so excited about it. We have received most of the artwork from the contributors and artists. All I need to ask Charles if he would be willing to donate some of his paintings. If this exhibition succeeds, it would be good for us and for Painscreek. I haven't felt this alive in a very long time. I have a purpose now. Okay, so she was embezzling money from the hospital, saying that the hospital doesn't need it right now, and setting up a painting exhibition. Okay, so I got all of Vivian's story, I guess. Okay, so we did that. Yay. Where is Scott's birthday? Where is Scott's birthday? Maybe that's what I should ask the tarot. Where is Scott's birthday? Because I vaguely remember... I want to say I vaguely remember seeing it somewhere. But I don't remember exactly where I saw it. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to make sure that I... Okay. I'm trying to make sure I didn't write any notes down. Okay. No, I did not. Okay, so we're gonna try the cemetery. Because I feel like maybe that has his birthday. Because it had Father Calvin's birthday, as thankfully a chatter informed us blessedly. And maybe it's there, or maybe it's like in some of Father Matthew's writings or something. Maybe we'll find it later. Who knows? Who knows? Because some of this is like, oh, yeah, we're going to find it. And then others of it is like, oh, no, this is locked behind something else until later. So, that's where we're at. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. We're just going to stop at the cemetery, see what's going on there, see how the dead people are doing. We may hit something else on the way out. Because we also have Wanda's house we can stop by. Because I think she's somewhere near Bernard's house down here. No, it wasn't it. Was this one? Nope, not that one. I feel like her house was on this road, though. Maybe. No. Okay, here we go to the cemetery. I mean, it's like a long shot to see if his birthday is in the cemetery, but I don't know where else to find a birthday. Okay, Sarah. Okay, Trisha, Vivian, Susie, Ian, Jonathan, Pamela, Scott. What do we got? June 1st, 1975. Hallelujah. Okay, we found it. Okay, take a picture of it. Yay! Oh. And then also, this is Sophia's burial. Scott did that before he confronted whomever to confront, seems like. Okay. So now that we got that, let's go back. Because I feel like that's one of the only things left at that mansion is... Well, there's a couple of doors left. But specifically that safe is like one of the big things. But also sometimes like with the doors, I don't know if some of them are meant for codes or if some of them are like... Well, I guess we can try the codes because I still have that 4-numbered code from Sophia's locket. And maybe Charles just loved Sophia so much that he kept the code on the back of her locket as a key or something. I don't know. It could be many things. Okay. But again, there's also the desk in the parish. I think that was a 4-digit code. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Is this a 4 or 5? I think that's 5. Yes, it's 5. Okay. It's not that one. Also, this house is just huge. Okay. I think we said June 1st, 75. Let me see. Pictures. June 1st, 75. Yes. So let's see. 6175. Okay. Unlock. 6. 1. Nope. Oh. Clear. 0, 6, 0, 1, 7, 5? Or is it 6/1/1975? Okay, let's try 6/1/1975. 61 1975. Hallelujah. Ooh, okay. We found a 4 on, what is this one? A 4 is the king. I believe this is the king. What was the other one? King is a 4. Okay, on the other one, the bishop was a... What is this? What did I put for a bishop? Bishop was 1. A rook was a 7. And then this king is a 4. Okay, human 4. Okay, let me write that down. The king is given a 4. Okay. King is 4. Rook is 7. What did we say? The bishop is 1. Okay. I'm just writing that down so I can read later. Okay. July 31st, 1995. I cannot believe that Scott killed my wife. It's being spewed all over the media. How? Why? He loves Trisha, and I treated him like my own son. It doesn't make any sense. August 13th, 1995. I visited Scott today. I asked him why he would kill Vivian. He did not answer, but simply looked down at the floor. I wouldn't answer so desperately that I nearly rattled his neck. Does he even feel any guilt or remorse for what he's done? How can he not say anything? October 22nd, 1995. I visited Scott again today, knowing that he will be released soon. There just wasn't enough evidence to pin him. He looked thinner than before, but I didn't care. I wanted to know why he killed Vivian. When I asked, he stared at me. I was so angry that I yelled at him. I was about to leave when out of nowhere he said, "I pity the ignorant." What the hell does that mean? November 2nd, 1995. I got drunk last night at the inn. Scott's now a free man. I think I babbled about how much I despise Scott and what I would do to have someone get rid of him. Did I really say that? How did I get home anyways? Oh, right. Bernard was with me. He drove me home. Oh, gosh. Okay. Study room desk hint. Okay. Chess pieces: king, knight, queen, bishop. So via the thing, it would mean king. K equals king, knight. Queen. What's the queen? Is the queen the rook? Maybe the queen was a rook. So 4, maybe like 4471 or 471 for the study room desk hint. Oops, I forgot the camera was on. Count codicil to last will and testament of Randall Lewis. Let's see. I, Charles Roberts of blah, 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 being a sound mind, blah, 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 blah. July 1st, 1975, as effective today, June 1st, 21st, 1975. Article B of my will should be modified to read, should a boy be born to the Roberts family that is directly needed to Charles Roberts, if he is the eldest and no other contest, he shall inherit all the family's fortune upon Charles Roberts' passing. The sole condition is that the son must be at least 25 years of age. Item 2, Article 6A of my will shall be stricken of its entirety. The firstborn child of the Roberts family shall inherit 50% of all the family's fortune should Charles Roberts pass away. Item 3, Article 11 shall be added to my will and shall read, Vivian Roberts, born of Charles Roberts and Sophia... Oh, Vincent. Sorry, my bad. Vincent Roberts, born of Charles Roberts and Sophia Miller on July 1st, 1975, that shall be acknowledged as family member of the Roberts family effective July 1st, 1975. Okay, so here it just reads, instead of 50%, he changed it to where the son inherits everything? Yes. So he didn't want his wife or anyone born... Because his wife was pregnant at the same time that he had this affair. So he didn't want his wife or their other child to have any of the fortune at all. That Scott would be the only heir, essentially. Which we kind of knew because of what Magdalene was saying, the mother-in-law. But... he's such a dick. Good graciousness. I feel like that's a king. Okay. What is the study room? Where's the study room? Is there a study room? Maybe that's the code to get into the study room? Because there is another door that we haven't gone into. Right? Yes, we haven't gone there. Alright, let me read what exactly it says. Study room desk. Okay, so yeah, that's not the key to the study room. The code to the study room itself. It's just to the desk. Where's the study room? Okay. Is it down here? Oh yeah, that's the coded room. Oh, study room desk. Study room desk? There's a desk? Is this the desk? There's a desk in this room? Is this a study room? Am I going bananas? Yes. Okay, let's see. That's a 5-digit code. Okay. I feel like that must be the study room. This must be the study room, I feel like. Okay. Because if this is the library and not the study room, that must be the study room. Because the study room, I guess, makes sense being next to a library. Okay. So we found kind of all we can do right now. Let's check our inventory. We have Wanda's hammer. We have this mysterious code on the back of this. This mysterious code. We also have there's like graffiti and something for the special spot of Sophia and Father Matthew ? Because they were like really close. So we could go check that out by the post office and the bridge ? If we'd like. I really don't feel like going into the sewers at the moment, because that was really creepy last time. Let's see. Oh, sorry for yawning. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find the post office. Okay, there's supposed to be some kind of graffiti on the post office somewhere. I did not imagine that, did I? Because it's supposed to tell us the special spot of Vivian and what's his name? I feel like we found that out from the from the guy. Right? I mean, from the detective. Because he was like, oh, why would they do blah 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 blah? I wonder where, yeah, he was like, I wonder what place Matthew liked or whatever. Maybe not. Maybe it's just too long for a town that's a time capsule. Okay, we're gonna go look at the bridge. So I think this is the only bridge, and while we're down here, we can always go to the sheriff's office. Okay, there's nothing on that side. Okay, nothing on that side. Right? I'm not saying anything. Ooh, oh, somehow I got, that was weird. Ooh, can I get a, ooh, I can walk around it. I forgot I didn't know that happened. Because that's where we saw Sophia, was over there. Or Sophia's ghost, I should say. Okay. Can I get out? Oh, no, fence here. Okay. Okay, let us open this cabinet that has been plaguing us from the start. This is different music, I feel like, for this jail. I'm pretty sure this was not the music that we had when I first came here. Okay, I think the code for the, yeah, 7741. This is kind of creeping me out that there's different music. Okay. Ooh. Go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, come back. Okay. Oh, the whole thing open. I see. My bad. Okay. May 13th, 1987, to Sheriff Howard. The crack in Vivian Roberts' skull shows that the weapon used as an object with the heavy and sharp end, something like an axe, would fit the description. To cause the crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I'm assuming it's either a man or a strong woman who is experiencing the use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because of the lacerations found in the front of her torso, as well as the backside of her forearms, showing that she tried to block the attack by holding up her arms. The fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head, just above her right eyebrow. This clarifies the following: that the victim was facing the killer, that the killer is strong enough to land such a clean, deadly blow, and that the killer is left-handed. That's what I was thinking. Because to land on the right side, it'd have to be, like, left-handed. Because otherwise it'd be on the other side if he was right-handed. Typically, generally speaking. Since the murder weapon was never recovered and confirmed, my assumption of it being an axe still remains. Since this is me doing you a solid... Since this is me doing you a solid while I'm doing this extremely professional document, do not under any circumstances leak this information or I'll be in big trouble. The guys here in Grand City don't want anyone more than necessary to know these details. Hope the above information helps. Sean M. Smith. Okay, was that the only piece of paper in this cabinet? Yes, I think so. I can't jump. Okay. Vivian Roberts' murder case record of alibi. Interview record. Recorded July 25th, 1995. Interview 2, Charles Roberts. I wasn't here when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back for the weekend. On the morning of July 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I could not believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. July 25th, 1995, interview 2, Matthew Brooks. There is an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can do to help our society. The event started on July 18th and ran for 5 days, so it ended on July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at the event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service that week. I mean, that's kind of a light alibi. Like, there's nobody there, like... He wasn't like, oh, hey, here's my hotel, or oh, hey, here's my car rental, or oh, hey, here's the other pastors I was seeing. So that alibi is kind of weak in my opinion. Okay. Recorded July 25th, 1995, Bernard Hopkins interview. I was preparing for the fundraising event when I felt sick. However, there was no one who can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I bid Vivian goodnight and headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there was no one else that lives there. I live alone. Okay. Interviewed Dorothy Patterson. Yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Warbird Family trusts him so much. Me, I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other maids were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everything could be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and then went home myself. No, I live alone. Mary Martinez. My name is Mary Martinez. I had been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraising event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to deliver the cakes, but a few days before the event, they called to inform us that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because we didn't have much time, and this event is supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just sort of became irrelevant. Okay, that's really not a record of alibi, kind of. I mean, I honestly don't think Mary had any kind of, like, motive necessarily, because she really didn't know what was going on. She's a bit of a ditz. She loves Scott, kind of, just like Derek kind of loves Scott. And Mary liked Vivian and wanted to kind of be like Vivian, like, wanted to emulate Vivian when she kind of grew older, so, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Interview Derek Tyler. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th around 2 p.m. I was supposed to come back after the drive for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I haven't been off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend of mine who was moving upstate to West Dakota. Where is this? What state did we decide it was in? Newland. But West Dakota. There's a West Dakota? I know there's a North and South Dakota. Okay. What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. I stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to Painscreek. Yes, he can vouch to me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later. Derek never gave me the number. Well. Okay. So those are alibis. Nothing. Come on, give me something. Keys! A car key! Car key. Oh. No, come back. Anything else? Okay, yes. Car keys. Okay. Ooh, let's go. Oh my gosh. People are keeping keys and journals in this town. Thank goodness. Okay. And that looked like a car key to me. So let's start checking cars. We're going to start checking cars up here. Because we had several glove compartments that were locked, if I remember correctly. So, let's see. Hello. Also, blood print. Okay. To a Marivac? Whatever that is. Well, no, I know what it is. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious. More keys? More keys. A lockbox for 201. Oh, in the place. Wait, no, I want to read that. Thank you. My head hurts, my tire's flat, and the phone's not working. Is someone trying to stop me from leaving Painscreek? Am I close to discovering something? Oh God, I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not. Okay. So let us consider here. Let us consider. Who the most do we medium suspect? Just like in The Office, thank you, Dwight Schrute. I almost said Dwayne Schrute. Dwight Schrute. We have people that we quote-unquote most suspect and least suspect, but who's the medium suspect list? Let me see. Do I have the photo of the murder wall? Yes, I do. Murder wall photo. Who are we mediumly suspecting at the current time? I feel like Bernard is being set up as the most suspicious because he has lots of weapons. He has means and motive to kill Scott, likely. Not necessarily Vivian, per se, but Bernard's being set up for as, like, maybe he was a bit obsessive. Maybe he didn't like Vivian sleeping around with, I'm assuming, with Owen. So who here do we medium suspect? I feel like we can medium suspect Derek. Because Derek, while not, like, super suspicious, as a person, he liked Trisha a lot. And stuff. Personally, I don't think it's him, just because I think that he tried to frame Scott. That's my suspicion. So, medium suspect. I don't think it's Wanda, because I don't think Wanda's strong enough. I don't think... It's not Charles, because Charles was out of town. I mean, realistically, from this list, it would... I mean, maybe... I don't think it was Andrew, because I don't think Andrew was dead by that point, but I think Andrew was just on a bender for whatever reason. So... Is it Matthew? I mean, he's the medium suspect here. Because Dr. Johnson was dead by that point. Father Calvin's not existing. Of course, I don't think Matthew killed Sophia. We haven't quite figured that part out yet. But kind of the only ones who would have... But what would Matthew's motive technically be? But, yeah. I don't know. Because Bernard really doesn't have a motive either. But I think he's kind of, again, being set up as, like, the one that I think the detective would hone in on, if that makes sense. So, okay, what we're going to do. Tell you what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to pull cards. We have Bernard. We have Matthew. And we have Derek. All three of them don't really have great alibis for that evening. Let's see what tarot says about all this. Okay, Bernard's card is a 3 of Cups. Okay. I'll go over all of them once I've pulled all the cards. Let's try Matthew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7. Matthew is the 7 of Wands. Okay, and let's see about Derek. Six, 7. Derek is the 8 of Wands. Okay, interesting. So, the 3 of Cups for Bernard. I think he kind of sees the Vivian and Charles as kind of his found family. That's how I kind of see part of the 3 of Cups here, where it's like all those heart people that you like have an affinity towards and you really enjoy. So I don't think that he would have acted that way towards Vivian. Like, even if he didn't like Owen in the mix or whomever she was seeing on the side, even though he was obsessed with her and had obsessive thoughts about her, I don't think he would have killed her. Oh, sorry, just a second. People are home, so I'm going to mute this for half a second while the dogs bark. Okay, let's see. Then, with the 8 of Wands, I don't see this necessarily... This is not like a negative card to me. It's just, you know, that he just kind of goes with like him getting out of town really quick, him being on the fly and moving a lot sort of thing. This has nothing kind of to do with his, like, any conflict, anything like that. So that's interesting to me. It's sort of, I don't want to say it's like a nothing card, but it's sort of like that you're making decisions based on instinct. And that's kind of how he's been acting this whole time. Does this mean murder? Maybe, like if it was a crime of passion sort of thing. But if it was an axe, then that would kind of take some planning. And it wasn't like he picked something up from, like, the, what's it called? From, like, you know, a weapon that was like, I almost said a hoe. But like a garden weaponing or shears or something from the house. It seems to be that the implication is that the axe was taken from Bernard's house and kind of broken into because of that broken glass. So that brings us to the Seven of Wands. This is a card of defensiveness and also like an underlying sense of anger and like coming at like a self-defense aspect of like you're being attacked or there's a potential of something happening, and so you are reacting to the circumstances around you. And that's interesting to me with Matthew, because we haven't really heard a lot of the circumstances around his life except that he really loved Sophia. So we haven't found out any sort of conflict that he's sort of involved in, other than the fact that he was trying to help his adopted son not go to jail for this alleged crime. So it's interesting to me that this card would come up because, like, what has, potentially he been hiding? What has been going on that's supposed to involve him that we're not sure about or anything like that? I think maybe the only motive that I can think of for him killing Vivian would be that he found out from Scott that Vivian helped kill or had a role in killing Sophia potentially. And so he took revenge because he really loved Sophia. And also, like, maybe he also took it out on on Andrew, because Andrew was also involved. So I just think, anyway, that's the tarot reading, that it's not really Bernard. It's not really probably Derek, just because, again, it doesn't show. Derek just thinks too, like, hard on the fly by himself. Like, he doesn't, there's like not thoughtfulness. It's him just, doing things that, at warp speed. So, okay, what did we pick up? We picked up a lockbox key. That's correct. Okay, so let's go to the lockbox key since we're right here. So we'll see with Matthew if we find out anything different. But I did shuffle the cards. You all heard that I hate this music. You all heard that me shuffling the cards and things to be able to and I promise you I would not make that up. Okay. Ooh. Oh. A lamp. What's the button for? That's a lamp. Where is this? Okay, let me take a picture. Is that in the... Okay. It's either in the mansion, because I think there's inset bookshelves. This kind of looks like the inset bookshelf across the desk in the parish office. Is what it looks like to me, if I remember correctly. Why did the music stop? Why'd the music stop? I promise you, I didn't stop the music. I'm scared now. 5/19/1997. Ever since I received the messages and the key, I've been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I've been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I might have missed anything important. Okay, there's music. It's back. Okay, goodness gracious. I was like, I'm going to get murdered. I'm going to get murdered. in the corner. 5/21/1997. I looked through the alibis recorded by Sheriff Howard. There were 6 interviews: Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. Then I noticed it. One of them is lying. It was recorded that there was an event, yet I remember reading about it somewhere being canceled. Where did I read again? I can't seem to remember. Oh my god, I just realized the E in all of the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find who killed Vivian. Event being canceled. Okay, who had the event? Charles had an out-of-town event. Matthew had a weekend event. Derek had a... I mean, I don't know if you could read about it being canceled, but it was kind of half an event. Like him going to his friend's house to help them moving. He's on to me, and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. You'll never find it. Okay. 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 Da, 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 da. Okay. No, nothing up. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have a button potentially somewhere in an office by a bookshelf. We were reminded of the key in the drain somewhere, wherever the drain... I've not seen a drain at all in this town. And yet, there's supposed to be one in this picture. No, I think it may be a different map. Old sewer entrance, Bernard's house, Derek and Wanda's house, time capsules in the cemetery, Andrew's house, Bird house. Okay, where is the... Maybe we have them... Sewer map? Yeah, here we are. Okay, near postal service. See, I feel like these little side things are drains. Does that make sense? So that's the farmer's market. So is outside the farmer's market... That's over this way. Is there a drain over here? Is that where this is? Maybe it's here. Is it here? Maybe not. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Is there a drain over here? Oh, here's a drain here. There we go. I need something to pull these bolts. I can't use that. I can't use that? Okay, well, I guess not. Okay, well, okay. So apparently, I guess I need a screwdriver? Let's see. Nope, okay, yeah. Nope, okay. So, we found a drain, and we now know what a drain looks like with things. So... Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to do map. I meant to do inventory. Nope. I actually did not. I meant to do photos. Okay, so we have this lamp. I want to say it's the parish office, maybe? Or the hotel? Okay, let's go back in the hotel. Let's go back. Because I keep seeing these lamps everywhere. Let's see if there's a bookshelf with a lamp and a button. Okay, so here's the... Okay, let's see if we can find a bookshelf. But it's an inset bookshelf, so it's not that. Is it here? But this is in the way. Ooh! That's not a button. Okay, I don't think it's that one, because the whole angle is off. Okay. Okay, so it's not that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a bookshelf inset upstairs. Okay. Trying to think of any other inset bookshelves somewhere. Okay. let me see. Where is Wanda's house? Let me see. Map. Nope, not map. It's at my own made map. Here it is. Wanda's house, Dorothy's house. It's near the church. So let's go to Derek and Wanda's house on the way to the church. Let's see. What number is Derek and Wanda's house? It's 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. Okay. So here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the door and see all the people. 41, 43. Let us see. Oh, I don't like the music. Okay. There's a bookshelf there. All of these stupid lamps are the same. Okay, is there a button there? No. Also, I think the wall's the wrong color. Unless it's just like an orange film on the... Okay, that's on an inset bookshelf. The drawer is in Wanda's room. That I'm sure a hammer could fix. Okay. Okay. A diary. Okay, January 24th, 1981. The school called. The principal told me that kids have been calling Derek names, saying that he's a bastard child. Wait. Did Wanda also have a kid with Charles? Is this why Wanda is jealous? Wait, no. Well, because technically Scott would be the older brother of Derek if that was the case, right? No. Wanda was there. No, Wanda was there first. Interesting. Okay. I need to keep reading. I know that Derek wants to know where his father is. I don't know what to say to him. February 20th, 1981. The school called me again and told me that Derek poked a bird's nest till it fell off the tree. After that, he stoned the chicks to death. What? This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. The principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would cause him to act like this. I could not tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. He was only 5 when it happened. What? What? May 11th, 1981. Derek stopped going to school. He told me school isn't for him. I should not have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottling up his emotion all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling him. Okay. New Jersey Department... Well, this is a real state. New Jersey Department of Psychiatric Division, psychiatric evaluation of Derek Tyler. Dear Miss Wanda Tyler, after almost 5 months of sessions, your son Derek Tyler is now much better. We are still unable to get him to talk much, but he has chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through written text, which is a breakthrough for him. During his last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving at me. Mom was crying and her tears dripped onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wanted to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noise when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet when I opened the back door. Kitty flew away. There were noises behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked, but there's a light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying. Then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Derek has since been very quiet. We haven't been able to grasp fully if what he wrote was real or imaginary. Nevertheless, we were concerned with his situation. Kindly get back to us so we can discuss further steps in helping him. Okay, so he looked through the keyhole. There were noises behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked, but there's light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying. Then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. Okay, so we know that Vivian was there and Andrew was there. And I want to say it was Dr. Henry was there. Was the other one. And then, of course, plus Sophia. Because I don't think the baby counts as, like, people there. You know, if it makes it... It doesn't... Was that it? Okay, because I kind of see, like, a letter here. But... Oh, yeah, okay. See, to me that looks like a little bit different. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Well, okay, well, Derek saw things happening. But that's okay. Okay, let's go to the church and see. Because that's the only bookcase that I remember being like an inset bookcase, if that makes any sense. I mean, vividly, I guess. I mean, I guess it could be anywhere, but... Because all of those lamps are the same spot. Don't like the church. No, I don't like it auto-saving. That creeps me out. Okay, let's look for inset bookcase in the office areas. Okay, inset bookcase. Yes, but there's no... Okay, this is the one I was thinking of. Where's a button? Is that a button? That's a button. Ooh. A button with a key. What keys do I have? I don't have any keys. Oh, dang it. I need a key. Thanks. Like I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, hello, Father Calvin. Making sure there's no buttons around these frames. Hello. Okay. So, well, we have a new key place to figure out. I guess that's... Okay. That was scary. Because I don't think there's anything else at the church that I need to do. Not that I can think of, because I got a hammer. I got a... Well, let me go look inside. Maybe there's like a 4-digit code thing in the for a locket. Because since this was Sophia's locket, maybe there's something that to do with Father Matthew that has to do with Sophia, maybe? Let me see. I left too early. Ooh, did I get... Oh boy. I am busted. Let's see. Oh no. I stuck. Oh no. Okay, let's reload. Wait. Oh no. Back to the start of the level? Hopefully it's when I last saved, auto-saved. Okay. Okay, let's see if that... What? Oh gosh. What's going on? Okay. This is creeping me out. No, that's the confessionals. I'm trying to go upstairs that are not those stairs. Are there stairs over this side? No. Oh, yeah, there are. Oh, yeah. This is the entrance to the sewer. That's right. Okay. Let's see if there's a 4-digit code in here, because we opened that already. And I don't think there was anything else in here that was coded. So, okay, we got that. Is there something in Father Matthew's room? I think it's Father Matthew's room, right? Is there anything in here that was not? Evaluate your case to represent your son. His family. Yeah, okay. That doesn't tell us about any event that was canceled. Okay. There's no code there. Ooh, did we open this desk already, maybe? Ooh, okay. Did... Okay, view. Okay. 0526, I think, is what we decided it was. 0526. Okay. Okay. 0, 5, 2. No. Okay. Okay, we opened this already. Excellent. So we did save at a good place. Oh, what the heck is going on? What the heck? Okay. What? Okay, we gotta wait another 20 seconds. No! Oh no! I think this whole upstairs is cursed. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I've just got to avoid the upstairs in this area from now on. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, we know that there's nothing upstairs that we forgot. Basically, that everything was saved, essentially, with the other thing. So, what we got? We have the locket still. We have the hammer. Somehow we still have a hammer. Book of Drawers, hammer. We already... I don't think the glove... oh, yeah, this glove box is locked. But we don't have the key for that anymore. Can I just hammer this door? Can I, like, just use my hammer? I can't. See? Where's the ingenuity? Where's the ingenuity? If I want to hammer a gate lock open, just let me hammer a gate lock open. Okay, people keep mentioning the toolbox from Oliver's house, if I remember correctly. That seems to be an important thing, is a toolbox from Oliver. Is Oliver's place down here? Yes. Okay, well, it's locked, and I can't use that. Nope, I can't use that. Okay, so we still don't have Oliver's key. Maybe I can break in the back? Is there a back door I can break into? No, I cannot. Oh, it's locked. Ooh, gross. That was an awful sound. Okay, well. Ooh, is this one? No. Well, okay, people. How am I supposed to get into your place if you don't leave it unlocked? Okay, so this is one of the drains. I need something to pull these bolts, right? Yes. Well, I would feel like that a hammer could pull out nails and pull out bolts. No, it does not. Yay. Okay. Let's see. We have Slim Jim, flashlight, whatever this is. This etched thing. Also, where's those photos? We got that. Let me delete this since we got that. Yes. Study. So we need the study room desk. But we need like a 6-digit code for that. Is that correct? Maybe 061174. Because that's the email password. Maybe that's it. Let me make sure that this is doubles. Yeah, those are doubles. Okay, we got Scott's birth date. I don't think we need those darts anymore. Hello, hello. Let's see. Charles is safe. Okay, we got Charles safe, as well as the mystery is mysterizing. We have gotten lots of keys and lots of codes this game, thankfully. But we are almost... Okay, here it is. This is what I was talking about. Sophia's favorite places are Anne's courtyard, Inn and Suites, the bridge over the stream by the gate entrance of the post office. Why would someone like the post office? Where can I find Matthew's favorite places? In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the big buildings. The clues, when put together, will point her to the location of her gift. Yes, we do like things that open. There's also been a little bit of a bug. One of these bugs prevents me from going into the upstairs of the church. It was very odd and very weird. I don't know, maybe they just thought I was the devil or something. Also, we found grates here, but we cannot open them yet because I'm pretty sure that the tools are at somebody else's house. No, okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's go try to think of... Okay, so we have the sewers that we can go into because... Oh, we could go back to the hospital and go downstairs and see if there's a tool or something. Because I feel like I saw a screwdriver or something somewhere, but it wouldn't let me pick it up. So we could always go back to the bottom floor of the morgue in the hospital. Because I'm sure there's stuff at the hospital, because the hospital itself is creepy as fuck. And then we can always go back to the sewers themselves, I guess. Let's see. We'll go up this direction. And there's that 4-digit code over there for the log thing. Because I wonder if that's the secret thing that Matthew left for Sophia was in that log thing. Okay, let's see. See, because... So the clue was... Well, let me go pictures. The clue is... In the puzzle, Sophia was to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. Yes, it's supposed to show chat, but it's buggy sometimes, and so today I literally ran in from a family dinner, so I wasn't able to debugify stuff at the moment. But yes, it's supposed to show chat and stuff like that, but I need to do a little bit of razzle-dazzle to it. So, let's see. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, will point her to the location of her gift. Because that was, I believe, the note... Was it the detective guy wrote, maybe? Because I think the detective guy was the only one who had one of those. Anyway, yes. I think that was the detective guy's thing. So what did they... Okay, it said... This is the post office. So there's supposed to be something written on the exterior of the wall of the post office. Am I not seeing something? Because and also, I don't know where the post office stops. Does that make sense? Because to me... This is also the post office. Because it's the back side of the post office. Okay, let's see. Is it in the mailbox? No. Oh! Stream! Okay, well... Okay, so camera, stream... Yeah, I think it's the birdhouse. Because the birdhouse is across from the stream. Okay, the bridge was also one of her favorite spots. I think this is one of the bridges. Maybe it's in the inside of the bridge. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Stump. It's the birdhouse. It's over there. It's that. It's over there. Okay. So I figured out that one. Got it. Great. Love it. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay. So we figured out this one. Good. She was standing on the other side of the river. So she was standing... Ooh, I did find that we could go behind here. She was standing over here. Like in those woods there. Because Andrew's house was here And he was talking about how she was haunting him over there. And I can't get over there. Like, because it's all blocked off. But the stump that we found last game is, which was a surprising turn of events, is over here. Okay, so we're at that birdhouse, and then it's over here. And it's a 4-digit code. Okay, let me make sure I'm seeing this correctly. 0526. I think it... 0526. Didn't I... 0... Okay. So I tried that here, because you would think that the number would be to, like... No, it doesn't work. Okay, so that doesn't work there. Sadly. And there's really... Let me make sure. I'm checking my notes. Okay. Na-na-na. Na-na-na. Okay, no, not that. That's ones we already solved today. Sophia's necklace, 0526. Anne's courtyard, bridge, post office. Sophia's favorite spots. Yep, okay. We used 8831 for the shed for last time. So yeah. There is like a chess piece like code, but that's 4 digits as well. So yeah. I don't know. We got like random codes that we need to find and stuff. So, okay, let's go out this way. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Scott's murder board, because that's where we're gonna start next time. Because Scott's murder board helps bring everything together. I don't know if you've seen Scott's murder board yet. I don't remember if you did or not. Let's see. Because Scott had a secret room inside the closet in his basement. And he has a murder board of who killed my mother? Why was she killed? Like, he has a whole ass murder board. And they said that there was a specific E that was a typewriter something that would help determine who the murderer was, so I don't think that's it. Because that E is normal. So anyway, so we shall start here next time. Let me press save and quit. Gonna start there next time in front of the murder board so we can explain to everyone, folks, what's happening, what's going on, all of the things that has happened in Painscreek. I think this one was a pretty productive, like, I feel like it was more of like a hustling sort of one. It was less like mystery and more of like, pick up the key, place the key down, pick up another key, place another key down, you know. So I feel like that was the vibe more of this part of the game. But we'll see how things continue to go. Let me go to a nice chatting scene. And we'll see how that works. Okay, let's get a little bit of nice music here. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hopefully. Yes, so I think it'll be good. The tarot seemed to indicate that Matthew is kind of the one in the conflict here. He's kind of the one in the middle thing. Father Matthew, there's like there's some stuff that is kind of going on that we're not aware of, I think. Because it doesn't seem like it's Bernard. Bernard is very like the most suspect just because he has all the weapons and would have potentially like killed Scott kind of. But, you know, we'll find out next time. It may be Derek, because Derek had a pretty flimsy alibi, but he also saw Sophia kind of die from what we could see, from what we saw his like psychiatric record indicate. And Charles was, maybe it could be Charles if his event out of town in like New York was canceled and he came back quote unquote early or whatever. It doesn't necessarily like feel like that, but if he really made moves to disclude his daughter from inheriting even half of the inheritance, which is a really big dick move. Like, once he found out that Vincent was his, born, he's like, fuck the girl, or my soon-to-be daughter, because they were born roughly around the same time. Like, who cares about Vivian and my daughter, my biological daughter? I have a son. So that's kind of a dick move too, but does a dick equal murder? Maybe. So, I'm sure we'll find out more next time. We push some buttons, but we just gotta find more keys to unlock certain doors and get more information. So, but I feel like tarot was pretty helpful. Yet again, tarot indicated darts was where to go with the wands. That was interesting. And we finally figured out Bernard's puzzle. It took me like 20 minutes and lots of math, and I had to pull up a whole entire ass diagram of a dartboard points. But you know what? I did it. I persevered, and tarot was like, it's time to absolutely address your fear of math live in front of everyone. So, yeah. So all in all, I like a good hustling night of figuring out problems, and yeah, I think it was pretty good. So, I think that's going to be the end of the stream. I'm going to pull a card for us to kind of get vibes for our Friday. Again, as always, whether you're lurking or not, people are welcome to ask questions of tarot. Even if they just want a one-card reading for their day tomorrow or their weekend ahead, absolutely, that's something you can get. I just got the cutest deck yesterday. It's a French deck. It's all in French. I had to have it shipped from Amazon, the UK. And, oh, I'm so sorry. It's been a tough week this week for you. The deck that, it's very natural, very like, what's it called? Like watercolory, very fae energy, but lots of naked people. So many tits and boobs everywhere. So many. Not that I don't love that, but it's a lot comparatively. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is absolutely French. So let me go ahead and pull a card for you, Charlotte, for your card. Let's see. For your Friday. Okay, I'm going to draw 2 cards. One is the vibe for your entire day, and the other is like the emotional approach you should have for tomorrow. Like, what's kind of the energy to walk into the room with? So just an overall vibe, and then like the energy to make it through the day. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so tomorrow the vibe is going to be Queen of Pentacles. First of all, I don't know if it's payday for you or not, but this is a very like home earthy card. You're going to feel into your body a little bit more through the day, maybe feel a bit more grounded, not as emotionally frenzied as maybe you felt this past week, a bit more calm and stillness in the mix, a little bit more other than grounded, like more embodied and in connection with your body and that feeling of home within. So that's kind of like your vibe for tomorrow. And then like the energy in which to walk, into your day with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 of Swords. So you need to cut out the negative self-talk that's going on And once the negative thoughts start coming on, you need to stop it like right away. Because that's to me what the Five of Swords is. It's that sort of like negative energy. But it's a lot of it's inflicted towards self. Some of it may have like energy of someone else sort of imposing. But I also think that sometimes our mind imposes things, and it can be that like that external thought in your brain, even though you're inside your brain, if that makes any sense. So yes. So walk into the room tomorrow, walk around your day. When those negative thoughts sort of come into the mix, immediately just, say, shut up, Karen, you're wrong. Or, just in the best way that you can, disregard what they're saying, because it's not accurate. It's not built in truth. It's built, in something like fear. It's built in insecurity. It's not, that's the thing. It's like, even we think that the thoughts in our brains are always accurate and kind of always true about certain things, but it's not. Our brains are not accurate all the time. Our perceptions about reality is not, kind of accurate. It's just our perspective about things. So just remember tomorrow that, like, what your brain feeds you is not the accurate thing. That negative self-talk is not going to do you any good, especially when you're wanting to have a nice, like, embodied day, like, for self-care, like for like a nice self-care kind of card. Like, take a nice luxurious, like, there goes my screen, a nice, like, luxurious, like, bath, sort of like everything shower, maybe, like, really feel into like how you feel at home in yourself. And if that means ice cream, if that means, getting your nails done, if that means like finding something new to cook for yourself and to spend your evening cooking that for yourself. So, oh my gosh, yes, I'm so sorry that people and the thoughts of others made you feel incompetent. So don't, because I know my own self, I'm like that, where if even like the smallest amount of feedback, or I know my own mistakes better than anybody else. So those negative self thoughts, it's negative self-talk thoughts can just swirl around. And in the end, they don't really help you improve on anything if you do need improvement. And it only makes the situation worse. So I hope that you're able to take, things that were said in mean ways or that made you feel a certain way, and consider the source of who they are. Consider if they are someone who is in your life that you, like, trust with your everyday opinion. Like, would you go to this person for something close at hand for you or close to your heart? Or is it someone that really, just said something and they don't know you and they don't know what's going on? So consider the source with things. Again, I'm so sorry that they made you feel a certain way, but from what I know of you, and also knowing how we play together in D&D and just have a good time, incompetent is not a word I would use to describe you in the least. Even, in fact, quite the opposite. So sometimes people also say things that are reflections of themselves. So maybe also consider that it's something that they are insecure about themselves with, and so they are just, spewing shit and hoping that either they can bother you because they're bullies, or they just are not aware of what they are saying and how that can impact people. And that's ignorance, and that's not an excuse. But again, consider the source. You're amazing, and I love you. So, well, if anyone else is out there, I'll just shuffle a few more cards. I have work tomorrow, and I'm like ready for a Friday and ready for a weekend of TTRPGs. I am playing a small little game on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm playing with a different group of mine. So it's just going to be a D&D filled weekend for me. And then, of course, Saturday evening I'm back here again, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And a little bit earlier on a Saturday, but I also like a little nice cozy stream on a Saturday. I've been enjoying the schedule of Thursdays and Saturdays. I'm hoping that once I hit certain thresholds on Twitch that I'll be able to open fun things and nice things. If you have suggestions of things I can add, bots, other than emojis right now, because I can't unlock that myself. Other people gotta watch the stream for these things to unlock. But, you know, if you have suggestions on stuff that you'd like to see that you see other creators do, I'm happy to take those suggestions because, as we all see, this is a work in progress, and we are trying our best with the resources that we have. So, anyway. Well, for the evening, my name is Eddie. I love tarot. I love you, and I hope that you all go forth and be fabulous and tarot wildly this week, and I will hopefully see you all on Saturday evening? Yep. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.